Now that Attack on Titan Season 3 is over, and everyone's got all their opinions out there about how great the season was, and how Attack on Titan is now under the new definitive generation of the big three, Josue was finally convinced enough by me to sit down and just continue off where he left off on Attack on Titan, which is the end of Season 1. He has now recently just caught up on all the episodes, seen all the drama, the plot twist, the humor, the sadness, and everything in between. And I thought it would be great if we sat down today and just heard him out on what he thought were the highs and lows and what he thought about the whole experience itself, because I envy him a lot for going through that. Because me, myself, like a lot of people, saw his episodes weekly by weekly. So I want to start us off on what your thoughts are, general, like, whole pace of just watching 3 seasons back to back like that.
Right. Okay. So, Simon knows this already, but I originally watched season 1 Attack on Titan when it was first coming out. So, like, I started watching Attack on Titan season 1 when it was like maybe like halfway through season 1, or maybe like two-thirds of the way in. So I watched.
I think it's like I think it was that like a lot of people started because I was when the hype really was hidden, like everyone was talking about it.
Exactly. So like, I was like about 2/3 of the way in maybe, and then like I just watched the rest of the episodes on a weekly basis. I was like, yo, every Sunday, let's go. Let's do Attack on Titan. And when the last episode came and I saw the freaking like the season ended with the Titan in the wall, I was like, whoa, what the hell's going on? That was dope. But like, I had to fall off because like, what, dude, 6 years is a. I mean, what was the wait between season
I think
1
it was
4 years,
3 or 4. I want to say,
dude, that's a very long time, man.
It was insane. I remember like everyone forgot it was a show. I forgot it was a show for a while. Like it completely left my mind.
Yeah. So the only reason why I decided to watch all of Attack on Titan is because Simon every single week kept on telling me, yo, bro, damn, yo, this mad twist, bro, yo, tell me not, yo, this is crazy, and I'm like, oh my god, I guess, and then like,
you're not wrong.
And then like I finally had like other friends like finally hit me up, and they're like, yo, dude,
oh, it took everyone else to do it.
No, not that, because even then, like, it still took me a while after they told me, but I was like, oh, I guess finally. So like, I watched My Hero Academia first. Like, I finished My Hero Academia, and I was like, damn, I have like this anime itch, and I need to get it scratched. So I was like, screw it, let me watch the second time, but I had to rewatch it from the very beginning because I already forgot. Not everything. Like I remember, obviously, you can't forget the female Titan. You can't forget Eren turning into a Titan. And you can't forget him closing the
wall,
closing the wall in Trost. Like, dude, like,
but still, there's like minute details you probably don't remember because it was a 6 year, like 6 years since you saw that. Like, imagine.
Exactly. So finally rewatched season 1. My thoughts on season 1. When it's hype, Attack on Titan, yo, I'll give Attack on Titan this. Attack on Titan knows how to get me hype. Just like how, like,
oh yeah,
like the best anime has always been like that for me. If you can get me hype, I love it.
It's a wrap.
Dude, and like when Attack on Titan gets me hype, when there are certain moments when Eren turns into the Titan and like the music changes.
Yeah, you know the song they play. Oh yeah, that gives me goosebumps every time. Goosebumps,
dude. And I'm like, oh my god. I remember, like, I forgot what it was. It was, I think it was when Eren turned into a Titan to fight the female Titan. Oh my god.
You texted me. You were like, it's these moments in anime.
Yo,
I really blew my mind. He was like, yo, god. The way he just transformed to fight her. These are the moments, man.
These are the moments in anime, bro. Like, dude, like, I don't care about the story of Dragon Ball Super. I get it. I hear the complaints, but Super is, and just Dragon Ball Z as a whole, filled with moments like that. Filled with them.
I get that. It's the hype. It's the hype. It's what it is.
Yeah. My Hero has that. Dude, like, Death Note doesn't have that for obvious reasons. I'm not going to get hyped when he kills another person. Like,
Heart attack!
Let's go! He killed Bob! Yes! That doesn't happen in Death Note, but Attack on Titan, bro, oh my god, it's so hype.
And it's crazy to me that the first season of Attack on Titan is not like jam-packed with like 50 episodes of build-up to finally gets hype. It's pretty hype from the jump. Like, it hooks you. The opening is gonna, in my opinion, we're gonna look back at this time of our lives and really say, wow, the opening of Attack on Titan will probably be one of the most like hype,
Memorable,
like
yeah.
hooks, memorable like openings you've ever seen in any anime, because it really just catches you. Me like, yo, what
Yes.
is this anime?
No other,
Right,
no other,
right.
no other Attack on Titan opening got me like season 1's did. Season 1, part 1, like the first half, like that.
From the jump. It's just from the
Oh
jump.
my god! Like to this day, like you're never gonna forget that. Wait, let me ask you a question. Did they like bring elements of that first opening to other openings?
Yes, because
Okay,
you probably peeped it in like the last part 2 of
yeah.
season 3. It sounded very similar, right?
I feel like like stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like,
it's really similar because it's the band. Like, it's the same band, and they were asked to make an opening for it, so they did, and it just came out really
oh
similar.
wow, okay, that actually makes
Yeah.
sense because I feel like these openings were like a little like too catered to Attack on Titan. I was like,
Nah, the
oh.
3 of the what? There's 4 or 5 openings. I
I
can't
think there's
remember.
5 openings.
3 of the 5 openings are made by the same band.
Okay, I assume season 3, the first half, that was definitely not them.
That was not them. No.
Yeah, that was could not have been.
Yeah,
And I
that
feel
was
like
not singing like a fallen angel. That was not him. No.
yeah, and I feel like season 1 and the second opening for season 1, I feel like that may have not been them, but
Maybe, but I can't remember. I have to look it
yeah,
up
I
again.
don't know.
But yeah, they made majority of them though. They were on that like constantly.
Yeah. But dope opening. Season 1, I'll say this though, like, season 1 when I first watched it, when I was like, we were like juniors in high school.
We were
juniors in high
just, I think, starting. No, at the end of the season, we were starting our senior year. So it was like the end of junior year, beginning of senior year.
Yeah. Dude, like, I remember I wanted to watch every single week's episode. Like, I wanted to know who the female Titan was. I wanted to, like, I was so hooked because, like, there were just so many twists and turns. Like, oh my god, Eren died. Then, like, 2 episodes later, oh my god, Eren's a Titan. Like,
No, yeah, like,
dude, like,
that's when he died. That's when people really started watching. Because I was told, yo, there's an anime out. And in the 3rd episode, you won't believe what happens. And I watched it. I was like, yo, the protagonist is dead? That's what got everybody. That's what got everybody, dog.
that ass, dude. Oh my god. I loved it. But I'll say this. On rewatch, I wasn't as hooked. Just because I already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
Yeah. So, like, and that
it wasn't raw.
I was so hooked in the beginning because of, like, these twists. Now that I know what was going to happen, I was just like, not okay. I won't say that. I won't say I just wasn't as, like, into it because I already knew what was gonna happen. But as I told you, like I forgot just how amazing those fight scenes were, and I'm like, oh, let's go, and just him turning into a Titan always got me hyped. And I think he only turned into a Titan. At least I think we only saw the transformation itself, like 2-3 times, maybe
A handful of times, yeah. It was a handful of
like,
times season 1.
He did it when he obviously the first time.
No, yeah, he did it that time. He had to do it when he had to fight
female Titan.
Yep.
Oh, and for Trost, he had to do it for Trost, and then he had to do it for the second female Titan battle, and Wall Rose. Was it Rose or was it?
I think it was Rose.
Yeah.
I don't remember which wall it was, but no, I know what you mean. When they confronted Annie and they called her out for being in, and she transformed, he had to fight her then.
Yeah. That was dope. Every single time was dope.
And it's kind of funny because he ends season 1 like that, thinking, okay, I remember this show being good, still good, awesome. And I told Josue, because keep in mind, this is me after just reading the manga too. So I'm really just neck deep in this series. Like, Josue, this is the best series ever. So I remember telling him, season 2's alright, but season 3 and the other ones are way better. And he actually thinks it's a great thing I did that, because I'm gonna let you speak on how you felt about season 2.
You told me season 2 was trash, bro.
No, I didn't say trash. I never said trash.
Fine.
No, I said there's a lot of exposition, and then I looked back and I was like, wait, no, I'm tripping. This is a pretty damn good season.
Dude, okay, all right, fine, but pretty much you kind of like just you just undersold season 2 to me, to the point that I was like,
huge.
Damn, so I gotta go through season 2 to get to the good stuff in season 3. I was like, damn. But from the jump in season 2, bro, see, season 2, the first half of season 2, is probably one of my favorite stretches in anime of all time that I've seen.
Damn, really?
I watched 6 okay, I know this isn't a lot to like other anime like fans. To me though, like I don't really have a lot of time. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of time to be watching anime like that. And I don't mean that it's not pretentious or anything. There's just a lot of things going on in my life usually that like I can't just like dedicate one single night to just watching anime. And as much as I would love that, like I can't. Like I usually get home pretty late, and when I get home pretty late, I have several things that I need to do, and those things are usually not watching anime. Unfortunately, I wish it was, but all I did, I remember I got home, or I finally had some time to watch at least an episode before I went to bed. So I got some food. I got probably cereal. Sat down, started season 2. I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's get it over with. Let's get this happening. So season 2, episode 1, we got introduced to the Beast Titan. I was like, yo, Donkey Kong is in Attack on Titan. And then and just the way he killed the smell dude. I don't know.
Yeah, Mish.
Yeah, dude, like, and it ended like that. And not only that, but season 2, episode 1, that was a pretty just really. There's only a few moments in Attack on Titan where I feel dread. Like I feel complete dread. Like
you felt in that episode,
dude. That episode where like you just see him like, I don't know what happened. I think he crashed or something, and like you just see Titans around the house, just like looking at him, and the way they made it look. Oh my god, it was terrifying, bro.
No, yeah, I remember when watching that episode for the first time, I felt like there's no hope for any of these characters. Because Irwin said Wall Rose was breached and there's Titans roaming inside. And everyone's like, where they come from, what? So they have to find the hole and stop the Titans. And then meanwhile, you're seeing Mish, like you just said, lose his gear and then having to fight off those Titans. And then out of nowhere, one of the Titans starts talking to him, which we've never seen a Titan able to communicate in a human language. And we're like, yo, what is happening in this show? They're all screwed.
And then just for him to say, like kill him or whatever, and you just see
so casually
gangbang him. Oh my god, dude. Oh. So then I was like, so I saw that and I'm like, oh, all right. But literally just episode, like from that moment, episodes 1 through 7 are some of the best episodes in all of Attack on Titan. Because literally from there, we had the arc where they're trying to find the hole and in the wall, and they can't find anything. So now you're wondering, yo, what the hell's going on?
What's going on?
Then Connie finds it. It goes back to his village, and he sees that a Titan looks like his mom, and he's like,
yeah, that tripped me up the first time. I was like,
what? And then he says, and then like we finally see like that group get stuck in the castle because there's like a bunch of Titans who are actually roaming in the nighttime, and it's like, how? There's another Titan in the group. Like when I found out there was another Titan, I'm like, yo, what?
I was gonna say that was the first time too. We finally get to see Reiner, Bert, like Ymir, Historia, like all those characters finally, getting lines, actually being characters. So it's the first time you're seeing a new side of characters, and when, like you said, you see Ymir transform, you're like, yo, hold on, how many people?
Yeah.
Like if Ymir can transform. And Eren can transform. How many other people in this series can transform?
Yeah, like obviously from the jump, like as soon as you saw Eren transform, like you knew the Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan had to also.
Yeah, they're way too unique.
Yeah. You know they had to, and also the Beast Titan, obviously, but like you don't know who they are, and then just to also be introduced to another Titan, you're like, yo, like so many questions in my head. I'm like, yo, so does that mean that maybe everyone in oh my god, what's the entire place called? Is there a name
for this
entire? Yeah,
Paradiso.
Paradiso. Okay.
Paradise or Paradiso.
Yeah, like it makes you wonder. Like, does everyone in Paradiso, are they able to turn into Titans too? They just don't know it or something. Like, what's going on?
No, yeah. So you start questioning everything. You're like, yo, how is this even possible?
Yeah, because like when I first watched Attack on Titan, when I first watched Attack on Titan, let's say I'm going back to when I first ever watched episode 1. I didn't think of the Titans as being like humans. Like that wasn't my initial thought. Yeah, exactly. Like I saw the Colossal Titan and I'm like, yo, and then the Armored Titan. I was just like, dude, there's like, I don't know who these characters are, but I know they're like, I don't know what Titans are, but they have beef against humans, and like I thought the story was as simple as that. Like, I thought it was just a bunch of Titans, like fucking around,
just fighting mankind.
Yeah. Then season 2, the end of episode 6 will stick with me for the rest of my life. Bro, I hit you up.
You and me up like, this isn't happening.
Dude, I said this to you already because freaking Rain, like, it was like they're all walking away. And you don't know this at this point, but apparently the entire group had their suspicions that it was Rainer and I'm gonna
yeah, they already like had some thoughts about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Bernie. I don't know I can't pronounce his
name. Bernie.
Yeah. But like in the episode you didn't know that. So like you just see them walking away. You see the entire group walking away, but like Rainer and Bernie look like kind of like sus. But you don't know why. Like you know they're homies. You know their squad. Like something's happening, and they're like, maybe they're thinking about something. But then like so they call Aaron over, and like, Aaron's like, yo, what's up, guys? Like, what's up, squad? and then you hear Rainer, he's like, yo, we gotta talk to you, homie. Yo, like something's bothering my mind, yo, something's on my mental right now, bro. Yo, so I gotta let you in on a secret, bro. Like a couple years ago, we kind of fucked up humankind. And like when he said that, I legitimately swear on everything. I looked at the subtitle and I was like, oh, okay, the sub was a little off. Like
yeah, like that because the way he says it too, it's so casually.
Yeah, it was like casual.
So I was like, what's up? Like me and Bernie over here kind of killed all like mankind inside the walls a couple years ago. And it's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was the we. They said we. I was like, okay, the sub is definitely fucked up. Like they definitely messed up a little bit on the sub. Like there's no way that's that squad. Like they're probably just reminiscing. They're probably reminiscing on that time. And they came to like a conclusion on who the Colossal Titan is or whatever, right? They're like, yo, Aaron, I said, got to let you in on a secret. But just for it to pan out to that one shot, it's a pan, like it's not even no build up to this scene.
Nope, it's so quiet. The music's barely there.
There's no music. Like it's just you just see the entire group walking away. Like they're having, it was a good day. They were just chilling. Like they accomplished OD. Now it's time for the next part. Like, all right, what's the next plan, guys? What's the next plan for the scout team? Like let's get it. And then you just hear Rainer in the corner whispering like, yo, Aaron, yo, I'm the Colossal Titan.
No, but I'm mad because like even Bernie was like, yo, right here, right now.
Rainer,
you really want to do this right here? Like, you sure about this, Rainer?
Rainer, stop playing. Rainer didn't take his meds, bro. Rainer playing hard. But Rainer just says it, dude. I think I had to have been eating something. I remember I always watch this kind of stuff, eating something, and I remember like I was eating something, and I saw that, and like I stopped, and I had to pause it, and I was like, "What?" I just hear I'm the Armored Titan, and Bernie is the Colossal Titan. I paused it, and I immediately hit you up. I'm like, did Rainer just say
yeah, you have to get confirmation like, yo, I'm not seeing shit, right? This is actually happening in the show.
And the thing is, like, you start thinking about it. You're like, yo, but Rainer does low-key look like the Armored Titan.
Right? No, yeah, you start adding it up like, yo, they actually look like they could be it. They're always a pair too. Like, it makes sense.
And Bernie looks dead-ass just like the Colossal Titan. Not dead-ass.
Yeah.
No way. But
like, you can see it.
Yeah. Bernie's tall.
And what got me too was it's perfect because the way they had it was the characters came back to help out Aaron and stop them from transforming. But Aaron, the whole time, from the moment Rainer starts talking to the moment Rainer transforms, that dude is as shook as you are watching it. Like, the same emotion you're feeling, the same emotion Aaron's feeling. You're both like, what? No, shut up. Like, he doesn't even fight back until Rainer grabs him. That's when he starts fighting back. But everything before that, literally, Aaron's like, dog, like you're choking, right? Nah, this is a dream. This is weird. It
God, bro.
was perfect. It was perfect. And then the fight, dog, the fight
Oh my
between
God.
Aaron and Reiner was.
And, like, what I loved about it
Woo!
too is I saw comments from people who actually like perform like MMA and like just like fighting in general, and they were like, "Yo,
Uh-huh.
they actually use legitimate fighting techniques." To
Oh, really?
yeah, like
Oh, that's what's up.
the anime team, like, or the manga, I don't know. I guess the anime team more so. Like they studied this. Like they studied how do people actually fight, and Eren did everything he could, like how someone actually would like apprehend someone and stuff in a fight. Dude,
Uh-huh.
oh my God, and it was just so cool. Just for the episode to end with the colossal titan falling on them.
Coming down, yeah.
Oh,
Cause you really thought like, yo, it's a wrap. They did it. Like Aaron's finally like conquered what it's like to be a Titan. He finally knows how to do it. He beat Reiner, who looks like he's had a lot more experience than him as a Titan. They're good. And then nope.
dude, just for and then Ymir gets captured again. You're like, yo, there's no hope. Season
No, yeah. Once again, you're like, there's no way they're gonna get through any of this.
facts. And season 2 ends with like the most like what? Because after that I was just kind of surprised. Every episode
Yeah.
after that was kind of like a little like kind of like boring.
Even
I wouldn't say boring,
even
but like
before though, like, the boring episodes you're mentioning, those episodes, I look back at this episode, I'm really interested in them because those episodes are like very subtle hints at
to the future.
Reiner, Bernie, and Ymir's like past, like where they came from. Because Aaron cannot for life understand where they're coming from, and they can't explain it to him either. And at one point, Ymir, because Aaron even says, "Ymir, who are we fighting?" And Ymir says, "If you really want to know, the world." And that's like the first hint at like what's going on. But just like Aaron, you're so confused. You're like, what is going on? I don't get it.
Yeah,
But I loved it because it's the first inside look of like there's something bigger going on than just humans versus Titans, and you're finally to realize it. I love that whole like episodes leading up to the end because it was very, very mysterious. Like I don't understand why they're doing this. What is the purpose here?
right. I feel like if I rewatched the second part of season 2 with like this new clarity, like as to what's actually happening, and maybe the same thing goes for part 1 of season 3. Like I feel like I would just appreciate it a lot more.
Oh, you definitely do. You definitely do because you start seeing things. You're like, oh wow, they were hinting at it.
Yeah, and I know those conversations that Rainer and Bernie were having, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what the hell you're saying. I know this is gonna get explained later though, so I'm good. Like,
I won't worry about it now.
yeah, but like I remember just like all of Ymira's conversation, and she was like, I'm actually like 60 years old, and then she was also like I don't know, that's that whole thing of like her eating that dude, and I'm like, when did they say that? I don't
Yeah,
know.
you're like, this is coming out of nowhere. I don't understand any of this.
Yeah, but like I have a feeling that if I were to ever rewatch it, like I'll be like, oh shoot. But yeah, season 3 started off.
No, hold on. End of season 2. We forgot end of season 2.
That's end of season 2 is just complete mind fuck.
Dog, like, I remember you hit me up like, Simon, I don't get this anymore. Like, you really were mad lost.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. What is a coordinate?
Dude, yeah, they kept saying that for Eren, and then Eren finally had this weird ass ability to just like control all Titans, and I'm like, okay.
I never told you what happened when I saw it. When I saw it, it was me and like 4 of my close homies, like back in Michigan, and we saw the episode together, and we're all chilling, enjoying it, and it's towards the part where like Eren can't transform, Mikasa's injured, Hans just died. They have nothing, and it looks like the monster that killed. Sorry, not the monster. The Titan that killed Eren's mother's about to kill him, and you think all hope is lost. And then all of a sudden, like you just said, he has this insane power all of a sudden to call people. My homie got up and he just said, I'm done with the show. And he left because we knew it was the last episode of the season. And he knew how much time was left. He's like, we're not going to get an explanation for that. We got to wait another year for this. I'm done with this show.
Dude.
Because they really just threw that at you. They're like, yo, Eren can now control people. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It hikey felt like a Deus Ex Machina to me. I was like, oh,
Really?
Of course Eren can control all the Titans if he wanted to. Of course. But what I did like though was like that little like again, like once you like like have all that information already, like in like you have that knowledge already. If I were to look back in that scene, I would appreciate it more. But it
No, yeah,
definitely doesn't hold up for someone who has no information.
not at all. Like
It
I
does.
look back at it now, and when Reiner says, "God damn it!" Out of all people to get the coordinate, I really wish it wasn't you, Aaron. And now that I know what I know, it's like, damn, wow, that makes a lot more sense now that he says that.
Yeah, but watching it, you're just like it just feels like all of the second half of season 2 is just a bunch of like, you'll get it later, and I hated it. I hated it. I'm like, dude, that's
Just
not how it
lost.
should be. I was so like, after a while, I was kind of like pissed. I was like, come on.
I just remember seeing the word coordinate. I was like, all right, well, I guess I gotta wait another year to find out what this means. And that's when we got season 3.
Season 3. I told you already. I didn't like the first half of season 3.
Sorry, just gonna jump in. I personally love season 3 so much, but by all means, Josue, talk your little speech. I'm just saying, I personally think the whole season was perfect. But go on.
I really didn't care about the politics. Like I knew it was necessary though. I'll say that I knew it was necessary.
Very.
Yeah. So that's why like I couldn't get that
It
mad.
definitely feels like a different show. I'll give you that. It feels like a different show because you go from hype people fighting Titans to the government is against us and we need to find out who is our enemy and who is our ally. It changes really quickly.
Yes. And it just was so. It was just so what the fuck that.
Yeah, there was a lot of going on. And then they also do that thing a lot of Attack on Titans where there's like that time cutting, where it's like you're looking at the future and you don't know it yet, and then they go back to the past later, and they're like, oh, so this is the planning of what happened. Okay, now I'm starting to add things up.
Yes, that was just.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Annoying. Yeah, it was annoying, dude. But
I personally loved it because the politics felt real. It felt like very real, and you get to see, instead of just people fighting, you get to see humans being themselves and really like seeing who can we trust. And you find out like really the Levi squad is the only really good quote unquote people you really like can find in this show, and looks like they can trust no one else, and they have to fight humans. When they make that realization of like our enemy is now humans, it was such an important shift in my opinion for the characters. Like someone like Jean couldn't kill a human when they were fighting them in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But now like they don't hesitate anymore. They're like, whoever we have to kill is whoever we have to kill.
Yeah, I get it. I get everything you just said. I get it.
And you didn't like Kenny either, right?
Who?
You didn't like Kenny the character, right?
I didn't like how like he's such an important character. Apparently, he just thrown out of nowhere. Like again, I would have liked it a lot better if they just like mentioned him before. But his entire introduction was just in one episode, and they kind of like made it seem like as if he was like a much bigger deal to the lore of like of at least Levi. I mean, and he is. He's a big deal to Levi. But like, not one hint, at least beforehand, they definitely got me. And I'm like,
they definitely could have done it too, because he mentioned like I forgot who he's talking to on the rooftop, but he was like, "Have you heard the stories of Kenny the Ripper?" Like they definitely could have mentioned the stories of Kenny the Ripper in an earlier season or something, but they instead just mentioned it like 2 minutes before showing him on screen.
If they did it beforehand, where like they definitely like hyped up the idea of Kenny the Ripper, like if they said like in one scene, like, "Yo, remember those scouts that died a couple years ago because of Kenny?" No, I'm sorry, not the scouts. Remember those inner police dudes that died?
Yeah, police. Yeah,
like, yo, because of Kenny, yo, we gotta watch out. Don't be safe out there. Like something like that. I'll be like, oh, who's Kenny?
No, yeah, I see what you mean now. Like looking at like back at it, it definitely feels last minute. Like, who the hell is this character?
Yeah,
and he's related to Levi. How? What the hell?
Exactly. It was just such a last minute thing. Like, oh yeah, by the way, here's a really important character. Like, just for him to also like die in the same season, and they tried to make his death like seem like the most saddest shit ever. Like, yo, like he went through bad stuff, man. Like he couldn't. He's such a cool character. Like they try to force him being cool to me. I didn't like that. You know who's cool?
I can see that, yeah.
Erwin was cool. Erwin's a badass. He's one of my favorite characters.
Erwin's one of the most interesting characters I think I've ever seen in the show. Honestly, that doesn't care how many people he has to sacrifice. He'll get the job done.
Yes, exactly, and that's what I love about him. It's such a bad. Like, you could look at him as the villain and the hero at the same time.
No, yeah, definitely. He
Like
definitely has guilt on his shoulders for how many people he's killed.
exactly, but he still kills people regardless. Like
Yep.
he's still like, it's wild.
Levi even called him like he's a monster. Levi even said himself. And then before when they were deciding in season 3 to revive him or not, he legit said, "I think he's done playing the role of the monster and he just wants to die." He knows.
Yeah,
He knows.
exactly. Um,
But Kenny, Kenny, I do get it kind of last minute. It kind of felt a little weird. I do like him though because it kind of creates some emotional connection to Levi. Because now I did feel a little bad for Levi because I found out about his backstory and I found out that he had an uncle who kind of left him and he could have been his father figure. A lot of stuff with that, but Kenny himself, I really don't remember too much. It more impacted Levi for me, so I kind of see what you mean by the whole Kenny thing.
I'll say that like I feel like seasons 2, like the midway point of season 2 onwards, for the entire rest of the show, I feel like would be a lot better in rewatch. But going through it the first time, I was actually really angry at the show because
you were getting mad.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, why do you keep like it's just a bunch of information getting poured onto me, and it's just like no. After a while,
especially binging it too, like every episode you're watching back to back, you're like, yo, what is going on?
Yeah, like I have no time to process this information. Like I'm just going through it, and I'm just like,
yeah,
this isn't fun. There was some points I was just like, I'm not having fun watching this show anymore. Even in season 3, like the second half, like obviously when they were like,
as I mentioned, second half is a complete departure.
Yeah, so like I finally got back into season 3 again when they finally went back to Shiganshima, and I was like, "Yo, let's go!" And when they finally found Rainer, and like Levi pulled up and swinging,
Levi was mad, bro.
Dude, yeah, everything in that little arc was like beautiful.
It was so good. It was
so good. Yeah,
every small, in my opinion, it's. Season 3 part 2 had every single thing that makes the other seasons great into one. It combines every beautiful thing into one giant explosion. It was so good. I loved everything about it. The fight scenes, the drama, the characters, the dialogue, it was all really, really well done.
And like that, just that one episode where it was, they devoted an entire episode to just them arguing over whether Armin or Erwin should get the
honestly, yo, that episode was stressful as hell, dude. I don't know how you felt about it, but when I was watching, I was like, honestly, if I was in Levi's situation, I don't know what to do either.
Yeah.
I'm very, very conflicted.
Again, the only thing that I will say that I was just like, really, Attack on Titan? Like, that was a really good episode. It was a really good episode. But I was like watching it, and they were so set on giving the potion to Armin. Like, it was going to be a done deal.
It was about to happen, yeah.
And of course, as soon as Levi was going to give him the potion, of course, they pull up. Yo, Erwin, he's alive.
And it's just one dude carrying him too. It's just one dude carrying him up a roof. Just like, yo, look what I got,
dude. And I'm like, this is of course happening. Of course, like this is such an anime thing to do.
Did you feel bad at all about Erwin's death, by the way? Because I felt really bad.
Oh yeah.
Because he's only ever wanted one thing. He just wants to know the truth, and it sucks that he will never know it.
Yeah, I did feel bad. I really love Erwin, and I love Erwin just as a whole. He's a great character, and I think I'm gonna be sad moving forward in the show that he won't be in it.
Yeah.
But besides that, I love that small glimpse of Armin as a Titan. I love knowing that he's not the Colossal Titan, and I know for sure. I know you're ahead in the manga, but I know for a fact that they have to pull out those powers. They have. I want to see
Armin. Like Armin with the colossal power.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be really stupid if they didn't.
Yeah, I know you know the answer already. I know you know the answer.
And I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah. So that alone already tells me that he pulls out the powers. Like so, but. Still, like I'm just really hyped, and I can't wait to see that, and I can't wait to see just like Eren like fight with Armin. I feel like this is gonna be a really good moment for him. Like we got this. We can do anything as long as we're together.
Yeah. How do you feel about the crescendo, the final moments of the season where you find out everything, literally what they are, who they're fighting, what does this all mean?
I'll get into that, but right before I do, I want to say one more last comment about the Colossal Titan joint. Um,
What?
what I really liked was that this entire time I was expecting Levi to be given the Titan potion. Like I thought he was gonna get it.
Really?
So to pull that last minute move where it was actually Armin to get it, and like, and again, even Armin, like out of the main three characters, I would have expected Mikasa first.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But no, it was Armin, and like Armin like used his knowledge and used his like he did everything he could to like outsmart his enemy, and I loved Armin for that. Like Armin's like legit now. Like Armin, yeah, he's not as strong as any other character in this show. He's not as like quick or fast, but he's
Definitely has that
smart.
intelligence. No,
Yeah,
yeah. Because honestly, yo, if I was in a situation, dog, and me and Aaron had to come up with a plan of how to stop the Colossal Titan, I would not come up with what he did. That was some next level brain power. The fact that he thought of hooking the Colossal Titan's teeth so he can stay on the impact, that's next level thinking, dog. I didn't even think about that.
facts. And I what I liked too was Aaron. Like Aaron's just like mindset this entire time, because like Mikasa is strong, dude. Mikasa is wicked strong. She's OP.
No, yeah.
She's like the
Oh,
most
yeah.
OP character in the show besides Levi.
Yeah,
Right?
like Levi and her are insanely strong.
Then Armin is insanely intelligent. Like he's 5 steps ahead. Like he
Yeah.
knows what's going on. But then there's Aaron, and I can see Aaron's point. Aaron isn't special. He really isn't. Like yes, he could turn into a Titan, but that was given to him by not his choice. If it wasn't
It's kind of a hard situation where it's like I was given the power. I didn't really like make this myself.
exactly like, and if it wasn't for that one thing that he can do, he wouldn't be special. He would deadass just Aaron would deadass be right now.
He'd be Gene. No, he'd be Gene.
Yeah, he'd be like a regular dude. Like yeah, he has anger against Titans, but that's it. Yeah, Aaron isn't special as a character, and just seeing him go through those motions was so just sad. Like, damn, dude. But
It was great though, because you know how every like anime has a typical character who believes in doing one thing and sticking to it. I'll become Hokage. I'll kill all Titans and all that. It's so refreshing to see a character just break down and just forget about it. Like it doesn't matter. Screw me. I'm not special. Like Historia, consume me, eat me, take back the power. I'm nothing. I'm terrible. It was so nice to see that.
like it's finally good to like, because I know all of the animes that we ever watched, like all of these like these shonen animes, like Deku's in a similar position, you know, like
Yeah.
we are following characters that of course they have some special innate ability that no other character has, because of course they do, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just good to finally see a character like finally go through the motions that he's like, yo, but if I didn't have this one special anime god gift, like I'd be nothing.
I'd be nothing. Yeah.
Like,
It's
like,
so
'cause
refreshing.
you are nothing without that. Like, no offense,
Yeah.
you really are not anything. Like Goku never had those motions, but at the same time, Goku is written to be a freaking idiot. Like, no, Goku will never think that. Goku will never like be sad
Yeah.
about that.
No,
Like
yeah.
Goku would never think like, oh my god, I'm nothing. Goku would just be like, yo, he was hungry, you know, like.
No, yeah, you never had that thought.
Yeah, I feel like Deku would be like the most likely to like go through those motions, you know. But
Like I didn't deserve All Might's power.
yeah, and you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
he's gonna do that. But Eren was definitely depressed, dude. He was going through
Dude, no. Yo, we've seen him at his lowest point so many times in this show. When they were in the cave, if he didn't act, they were all gonna die. And when I was watching this show, I really thought for a minute, I think Eren doesn't mind dying right now. I think he wants to die in this cave. And if he didn't act, they all would have died in that cave.
Yes, he definitely wanted to die. Like
No,
I
yeah,
don't
100%.
want, but he what?
I said 100%. He definitely felt like dying. Like, I don't deserve this power. I've only made like situations worse. Like, me existing is making trouble for everybody. I just need to die.
Exactly. But let's finally skip ahead to the end.
The mind fuckery of all that information.
I wouldn't say it was okay.
There's some elements threw me off, and you know which elements I'm talking about.
So I wasn't I know you were shocked at the whole World War II Holocaust dynamic joint that they were going for.
Yeah.
But I told you that I wasn't really surprised by that. Like I like seeing that it didn't throw me off. I'm like, huh, they would go that direction.
I can imagine everyone's like, yo, they're all like being segregated. And you're just like, eh.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense.
I saw it from episode 1. I saw it from episode 1 of season 2. This is happening. This is happening. No, but like I didn't know what direction it would go to, but like I knew there was obviously civilization outside of the walls. Like there had to have been. Like they
I'll
kept
be
on
honest, I didn't
talking.
think that. I really did not think. I thought
Rainer
the civilization.
and your mirror were mentioning that there's people outside. Like,
Well, yeah. Let me be clear though. I thought the civilization was just some people close to the walls. I didn't realize how isolated these people were. I didn't realize civilization was across the fucking sea. Like I didn't realize like it was that far. You know.
yeah,
Like I really thought it was like on this land. There's some other people out there with more advanced technology or something. I didn't think, oh, y'all are like being shipped to this land. Like it's different.
Yeah. I think what got to me, I was like, oh, y'all are really secluded, was the moment they finally saw a photograph for the first time. And they were like, wow, this is a really detailed drawing. And then someone was like, this doesn't look like a drawing. And I was like, oh, some y'all don't know about photographs?
They didn't even know about coffee. They didn't even know what coffee was.
Yeah, they kept on talking about this black juice. And I thought the black juice was like some kind of like juice that helps Titans strengthen up. Just for me to realize, that was just only coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, y'all sheltered.
Y'all different.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. It was a really interesting way to like wrap everything, because then you find out not last minute, but like these last couple episodes, that there's a freaking like whole history and lore to it. That there was
the one founding Titan.
The Sage of Six Paths of the
okay, no. Jose tried to do this analogy where he was like the 9 Titans, the 9 tailed beast.
The 9-tailed beast, 9-tailed beast, 9 Titans, all with one person. The Sage of Six Paths versus the original Ymir. Okay, dude.
No.
And now there's 9 people that exist with this power to transform into special Titans. Shut up.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the plot of Naruto.
You know what?
9 just happens to be a very popular number in Japan.
You know what I just realized? That like,
what
if Eren, because Eren has 2 of these 9 powers, but if Eren eats the other people, then like if he eats the other 7, then essentially there will forever only be one person who holds all 9 powers, all 9 Titan powers.
There's a theory that at the end of the show, someone will just get all of it and it'll go back. There's a theory that people think one person's gonna try to achieve like all the Titans and become the founding Titan again, like Ymir was in the original. Like that's theory people just have, because it makes sense. Like if you want to stop all the violence, if you want to stop all this like outside thinking, and you just want one Titan source, you might as well just consume them all into one again,
and then kill that person.
Yeah, if you really want to do that, or if you just want to keep it as one person you can trust, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, theoretically, because Eren has 2 of them, why can't he have all 9? You know?
Well, because that means he would have to eat Armin now.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes.
And what was crazy was that whole realization that like they only have 13 years to live.
Yeah, when I didn't watch that. I read that because I got too impatient. I read that, and I was like, oh, Eren's had this for a while. How much time does he have left, dude? Like, it really is a short amount of time. So that kind of is pretty smart writing, in my opinion, because that makes it more even dire that they have to find out what to do with this power before someone else takes it or they give it to somebody else.
And like just seeing Eren also, like Eren was obviously also depressed about that. Like, damn.
I think the thing that depressed Eren towards the end of the season was, he even says at the end of the show, what depressed him is that seeing the sea meant nothing. Like, we finally made it to the edge, and this means absolutely nothing.
You know, it meant like everything to Armin. Like Armin was like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
so happy to see it."
they're
But
all like
Eren was
cheering,
just,
like, "Oh my god, look at this, look at that," and he was like, "Listen, this is cool and all that, but we're not gonna be free until we kill every single last person across this ocean." He was the only one thinking about that. Like, we're just not free yet at all. We need to kill everything and everybody that gets in our
that's,
way.
and you know for a fact that even if he does kill everyone, he's still gonna be empty inside.
Oh no, dude, no! I'm telling you, wait until part 4. All of you who don't read the manga don't know this man's just different. No one recognizes this man anymore.
God,
I never seen a main character change as much as Eren has. I've never seen a main character change as much. He went from bratty. There's only black and white in this world, and we must eliminate all the negativity, all the titans that are filled with negativity, and become happy and explore the world, yada yada yada. And now he's just like I don't care anymore. I'm going to kill anybody that's in my path. And it's like, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened?
damn.
Yeah, it's dark as hell, dude. And honestly,
Yeah.
like, you look back at his father's memories, because the whole basement thing. And my main takeaway when I was seeing all those memories of, can you really blame anyone in this show? Anyone's actions. Can you really blame anyone's actions, considering where they're from? You look at what his dad went through, and you completely understand why he made his first son, Zeke, go through what he did. You completely understand why he made a restoration order. You get why he became the attack titan. You get why he made his, what was he, 8-year-old Eren become a titan. But you start to sympathize and realize, like, man, like, no one's really wrong. Everyone has their own story, and everyone's going through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this show, man. Like, literally no one's wrong. Like, that basement thing made me realize that. I was like, wow, like, at the end of the day, everyone's going through something. And it's just, I guess, whatever side you're on that wins is the right side.
So,
I loved it. I loved it, the ending like that.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the rest, to seeing more. I just still feel like I just really don't want any more surprises moving forward. Like,
dude.
uh,
I just like no, I'm not saying that there is one yet. To my knowledge, there really isn't one yet. It's just that I don't see it ending without a surprise. But not as in like I think there's gonna be a surprise in the show. It's not gonna be a surprise that calls back old information you never heard of before.
that's exactly what I mean. Like,
Yeah, I know the surprise you don't want is a surprise that calls on old information you never heard of, right?
yeah, I loved the Rainer and Bernie surprise because it made sense to me and it was based on knowledge that I already had. But then what surprises that I don't like is like the end of season 2 surprise, where like, oh, of course Eren just has the power to control all Titans. Of course he does. And then at the end of season 3, when you hear the owl, he's like, yo, and make sure to go protect Mikasa and Armin. And then Eren's dad's like, who? and then I gotta ask myself, how do you know that? Like,
and the episode just ends.
Yeah, and then of course the next episode you just see, oh, all Titans have the power to know each other's memory, and I'm like, and all throughout all time, and I'm like, oh my god, of course you do.
But they do have that information early in the show. It's just it's not obvious. That's why it feels like a what, but it's there. Like they've hinted at it. It's in
episode 1.
Like they've hinted at it not just through like Eren like having that nightmare in episode 1. They've hinted at it when Ymir was talking about how when she came back, she realized how connected everything was. And when she looks up to the sky, you see paths connecting to one center in the sky.
So what's a center? Is that the original Ymir?
That's the founding titan. Everyone's connected to the founding titan.
Which is Eren.
Yes, he has the power of the founding titan.
And the founding titan's power is what?
Well, to control everything. The founding titan is so powerful, it made a vow that made it so that they will never go to war if there was someone of royal blood with the same founding titan inside of them. That's how powerful the founding titan is. Also, it can just erase people's memories. Like it's pretty powerful stuff. It can do anything it wants to the Eldian people.
Yeah, but it has no control over any other person, correct?
It can control pure Titans. I don't know if it can control the 9 Titans, but I'm pretty. It can control the pure Titans though. And
So then
also,
what's the power of the beast?
it can also control rumbling, but that's something you're gonna learn about in the next part.
And what the hell is a beast Titan's power? Because he also can control Titans.
Yeah, he can control pure Titans also,
Oh my god, of
but he
course.
also has
What's the
insane
difference?
freaking gorilla strength.
So then what's the difference with it? Why is he not a coordinate also?
He's not the coordinate because he's not the center of everything. Everything doesn't go through him. He can't change people's memories. He can't control the entire alien race, but he can control pure Titans.
Okay, yeah. So that's about it. Um,
Once again, Josue's confused. All I know is I know there's a lot of information in Attack on Titan, and I know if you binge it especially, it's kind of hard to just be like, what? But I really do feel like if you look back at it and just reread, rewatch, you really realize this is kind of geniusly well written. It's just the information's been there. It's just really hinted at, and the structure of the story being just fighting humans and just civilization instead of just purely Titans has been a major departure from the first episodes, and I love it so much. Not to mention also what it does to Eren's psyche as a person who only wants to kill Titans, and now the person who just wants to kill whatever. It's amazing, and you see that in the next part, and I hope you love the next part even more because I'm loving it a lot more, and I think it's just phenomenal.
I hope so. I am looking forward to season 4, and I hope again. I just hope that I don't want any more of this confusion, bro. I'm done.
It's
I'm
not
done.
confusion; it's genius writing. I really
Anyways,
don't think it's confusion, in my opinion. I think it's really well written.
if you say so. Well, that's me. I binge all of Attack on Titan in less than a week. Ask me anything.
And now Josue's a broken man.
I'm a broken dude. I'm Aaron, right?
Let us know your thoughts on this newest part of season 3. I think it's phenomenal, and so is Josue, but there's other parts that we can disagree on and agree on in terms of the writing, the exposition, and everything in Attack on Titan. Let us know your thoughts. We'd love to know what you agree and disagree with us. And just look out for the next works coming up for the Panic Brothers. Until then, guys, take care.
See ya.